If you like this video, then give it thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Ukraine may not be known as a popular travel destination in Europe, but that is what makes the country worth visiting. Did you know that Ukraine is a country that strikes a perfect balance between familiarity and uniqueness, unlike any other country in Europe? No one big city in Ukraine is the same. Due to its close proximity to Western Europe, Romania, and Russia, Ukrainian cities like Lviv has that familiarity to its neighboring Poland. Kiev and Kharkiv lend its vibe from its Soviet past while fostering and breaking its way out for a new and unique identity of its own. When to visit Ukraine? The best time to visit Ukraine is from June to September, where the weather is nice and warm while the summer activities are in full swing in vibrant cities like Kiev and Lviv. Usually, I do not recommend traveling in the mid-summer months in Europe due to the number of tourists you will encounter, but thankfully, Ukraine is not suffering from over-tourism, and in order to maximize sunny days while you are in Ukraine, it is best to travel around this period. That said, the locals do still travel in their own country, and so if you want to avoid the local crowd, be sure to visit touristic towns like Chernivtsi and Kamyanets-Podilsky on weekdays and spend your weekends in cities like Lviv and Kiev, where all the cool events are happening. Where to stay in Ukraine? Kiev Central Station backpackers, budget $11 per night, dorm, Evropsky Hotel, mid-range $28 per night, double room with private bathroom per 2 rooms. Lutsk Hostel Druzy, budget $7 per night, dorm, Rhombus Hotel, mid-range $36 per night, twin room with private bathroom per 2 rooms. Lviv Dream Hostel Lviv, budget $11 per night, dorm, Cossacks Hotel, mid-range $25 per night, economy double room with shared bathroom. Yaremchi Hostel Mansarda, budget $10 per night, dorm, Gursky Povitria 2, mid-range $28 per night, deluxe double room without balcony. Chernivtsi Square Hostel, budget $5 per night, dorm, Square Hostel, mid-range $18 per night, double room with shared bathroom. Kamyanets-Podilsky Hostel Svit Hub, budget $7 per night, dorm, Art House Hostel, mid-range $27 per night, double room with shared bathroom. Odessa Dream Hostel Odessa, budget $5 per night, dorm, Mezzanine Hotel, mid-range $26 per night, double room with private bathroom. Kharkiv Hostel 11, budget $8 per night, dorm, $21 per night, double room with shared bathroom. Nordion mid-range $33 per night, studio apartment. How to get to Ukraine? There are several ways you can get to Ukraine, from flying directly to Kiev, the capital city of Ukraine, taking an overnight train across from Poland to Lviv, or hop on an international bus from Moldova or Romania to Odessa. Depending on where you are coming from, you can use this itinerary and travel in a circle from any of these 3 big cities, but for the sake of this 1-month itinerary, I will recommend you start from Kiev and go from there. From the US, there is a direct flight from New York to Kiev via Ukrainian Airlines that you can take directly to Ukraine, or you can fly via several European airlines like KLM, Lufthansa, and Air France and transit through European airports to go to Kiev. From Europe, you can either fly with a low-cost airline like Ryanair, Wizz Air, or you can simply travel by train from any of the main European hubs like Berlin through Poland. Although, the time it takes to travel will increase considerably if you chose trains 24 hours from Berlin to Kiev. From Asia, the simplest option is to fly directly from Bangkok to Kiev via Ukrainian Airlines. They are cheap, costs me $300, and fly direct to Kiev in 11 hours. To find a cheap flight to Ukraine, I would recommend you use Skyscanner or Momondo to look for the cheapest route and schedule so you can compare and pick the best one. Getting from Kiev Airport to Kiev Central Train Station? Kiev Airport has an easy and cheap connection to the city center, Kiev Central Train Station, right from the airport via Skybus. Skybus will take you from the airport bus terminal, follow the bus sign, and you will find Skybus waiting for you outside the terminal, to Kiev Central Train Station. The bus number is 322, so make sure you get on the right one. Skybus operates from 5:40 to 23:30 and it runs every 30 to 60 minutes or so. The bus will cost you around 100 Ukrainian hryvnias and they only accept cash. The journey will take you around 1 hour depending on the traffic and the time you arrive. How to get around Ukraine. Walking is free and fun to do when you arrive in a new city in Ukraine. In most cases, the tourist attractions in Ukraine are within walking distance to the accommodation I recommended here, so you won't need to take any local transportation, but if you want to, there are a few options available for you. Local buses, marshrutkas, are the main way you can get around in most cities in Ukraine. They are cheap and easily navigatable with Google Maps even if you don't read Cyrillic, but you will need a local SIM card to navigate the Ukrainian bus lines. To find the right bus, marshrutkaz number to take in every city in Ukraine, you will have to punch in your destination on Google Maps and the app will recommend you which route to take and which bus stop to get to, given that you have access to the internet, which I recommend if you are going to travel by local bus. The way local buses work in Ukraine is pretty straightforward. It usually costs around 3-7 UAH per trip depending on the city you are in. You get on, take a seat, and when you are about to arrive at your destination, use Google Maps to know where to get off, press the red stop button by the door, pay the driver and get off. Sometimes, there might be a person coming to collect the money while you are on the bus, so keep an eye out for that. If not, just pay the driver as you get off. They accept only cash. For marshrutkaz, minivans, you will have to tell the driver to stop. Just tap the driver on the shoulder and say stop and they will drop you off at the next stop. Traveling between cities in Ukraine? Trains are my recommended way to travel long distances from one city to another. It's cheap, easy to book online, and Ukraine's train station is very easy to navigate with a clear main schedule board that includes a clear platform number and time. Most of the signs at all train stations are also in English, as well as the ticket you get should have all the information you need. This is how to read Ukrainian train ticket. Unfortunately, the ticket is in Cyrillic, but do not sweat, I have mastered the ticket reading skills through trial and error, lots of errors, and the image above shows you how to read the Ukrainian train ticket properly. You can book your trains online through the official website here, Book Ukraine Train Online, or through tickets.ua. You can simply pay with your credit card and you will receive an email with a QR code, and all you have to do is show it to the ticket master when you are on the train. That said, trains may not run as often to some of the cities I recommended here, and as I had hoped in some route, the train may only run overnight, which is not ideal, that where the intercity marshrutka bus comes in. How much money do I need for Ukraine? Ukraine is pretty cheap, and with a 1-month itinerary I proposed in mind, we can calculate how much money you will roughly need for the entire trip. Let's begin with the basics. Accommodation, 25 nights x 10 United States dollars equals 250 United States dollars, 6,043 Ukrainian hryvnias. Food, 100 Ukrainian hryvnias x 3 meals per day x 26 days equals 7,600 Ukrainian hryvnias, 322 United States dollars. Transportation, 1,912 Ukrainian hryvnias, 6 trains plus 485 Ukrainian hryvnias, 2 buses plus 100 Ukrainian hryvnias. Local transportation equals 2,497 Ukrainian hryvnias, 100 United States dollars. Activities, 3,825 Ukrainian hryvnias, 158 United States dollars. Total budget for 30 days in Ukraine, 21,877 Ukrainian hryvnias, 905 United States dollars. Keep in mind that these are a very rough estimate and may vary depending on activities. I've included Chernobyl as well as Wild Odessa catacomb tours under activities you want to do and where you choose to stay. Please use this only as a guide to your budget for spending 1 month in Ukraine. Is it safe in Ukraine? You may have heard many bad things about what was happening in Ukraine from the news of the revolution that broke out in 2014, but that was a long time ago, and most of the conflicts are contained only in the most eastern front of the country, where we are not going. So rest assured, traveling Ukraine is very safe, even more so than Western Europe, as pickpockets and petty thefts are not as rampant as in big cities like Cologne and Prague. Just keep in mind about the dropping money scam in Kiev, where someone will walk in front of you, drop a stack of money, and he will ask you if you want to share the money with him. Someone will then approach you and claim you stole his money and will ask to see your wallet as proof. He will then empty all the content of your wallet and disappear. When this happens, simply ignore, and continue on. As mean as it sounds, if someone drops something in front of you, do not stop and pick it up. Just walk on as nothing happens and you will be fine.